Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amina and this is Experiencing Fragrances with Amina. Today we're going to talk about yet another fragrance from the Terence Hughes line. It's one of his more recent releases, and this one is called This one is called Oxytocin. So Oxytocin is part of Aaron's Oud range, which includes fragrances like Oud, Boss Bitch, Violet Delirium, Onyx, Chocolate Rose and Oud, which is one of my favorites. And it's his interpretation of a gourmand fragrance. The top note of this fragrance is Turkish Rose. The middle notes are sweet chocolate, spices, tonka bean tincture, Madagascar vanilla, and tree moss. And the base notes are patchouli, musk, Thai oud, and ethical ambergris. So I've worn this a few times already, and I have to say, I actually really do like it. I feel like it has a really good place in Aaron's range because he does not have a gourmand-like fragrance. So I feel like this really fits well within his line. So in the opening, I get a sweet, creamy rose. In the middle, it transforms into a creamy, sweet vanilla and chocolate scent with a little bit of woods in the back. So if you're familiar with Chocolate Rose and Oud, the chocolate note in this one is quite different. The chocolate note in Oxytocin comes off as very sweet and creamy, whereas the chocolate note in Chocolate Rose and Oud comes off as a bit bitter and dry in comparison. I also did get a little bit of fruit nuances in the middle notes, kind of similar to like a candied cherry of some sort. In the dry down, I still get the creamy combination of chocolate and vanilla, but then I also get the sweet earthiness of the patchouli along with the sharpness of the oud that cradles the lingering notes of the middle notes. I believe this fragrance is more suitable for the fall and winter months, and I cannot wait to pull this bad boy out when it starts to get cold. So out of ATH's line, I would compare Oxytocin to Chocolate Rose and Oud as I did earlier. I love Chocolate Rose and Oud because it's heavy and it's strong and it's warm and very cozy. So I feel like for those who felt Chocolate Rose and Oud was a bit too much, Oxytocin would make a better alternative because the sweetness of the rose and the chocolate along with the trickle of fruitiness that I get makes the fragrance less dense and a bit youthful. The performance of this, I would say, falls in line with the others in the Oud range. I get about 8+ hours on my skin, which is really impressive. So let's go on a slight tangent for a second. If you are new to the fragrances in Aaron's line, it's good to know that he pretty much designs his fragrances to be oversprayed, so do not tread lightly. If you want to get the best performance and the full experience, you need to really drench yourself in it. That way you get a really good projection and it's going to last for a long time. It really sticks to your skin that way. The more you spray on, the more concentrated it gets on your skin, in my opinion. I tend to overspray with almost all of my Terence Hughes fragrances, which I can't do with some of my other fragrances. But I feel like in order to get the full experience, you need to, don't be afraid to overspray. And just like the Chocolate Rose Oud fragrance, I feel like the projection on this is not incredible. It's not gonna be, 10 feet of projection. For me, I feel like it projects pretty well for maybe an hour or two, but then it comes really close, but it's still very concentrated. So the fragrance kind of stays within your personal bubble, and people will smell at you when you walk by. People will smell you when they get into your bubble. So overall, I feel like this fragrance fits well with Aaron's range. But I must say that it's not a groundbreaking gourmand. I have a lot of gourmand fragrances in my collection that I love and I find much more unique than this one. But if you really like Aaron's style of perfumery and you're looking for a gourmand, I think it's well worth trying. But if you're looking for a gourmand that's a bit quirky, has some interesting notes, and that's like extremely stand out, then I would look elsewhere. Like I said earlier, I really do enjoy this fragrance and I cannot wait for it to get cold again so I can start wearing it along with Chocolate Rose and Oud, which is my winter staple. So that's my review of Terence Hughes' Oxytocin. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite gourmand fragrances are. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.